somewhere else he needed to be.
Okay.
Anyways.
Just so you know, he is a candidate in District 2. He's the only Republican candidate in District 2. And
That's
you
right.
probably may have not seen a Republican candidate in a very long time. So
Yeah, county council.
yeah, county council. Consider him in your voting. Okay. Next up are the candidates for County Council District 4, and we'll lead that off with the incumbent, Jacob Shumpert Jr.
I am Jacob Shumpert. I've been on the county council for 12 years, represent District 4, which starts actually from 378 around Lake Murray. It goes all the way to 378 on McCormick Highway, all over part of the county. People ask there, why do you want to be on council? Because of Saluda County. I love Saluda County. We have so much to offer Saluda County. Look at the history. Replaced Alamo, Lake Murray. Every chance I get, people in Columbia, I let them know that Saluda County is where Lake Murray begins. But if it went by a river, they wouldn't have Lake Murray down there. Our agricultural products, talk about that. We top in the state on some of our agricultural products. And I'm proud of Saluda County. I like to go off, but I love to come back home and be on that river down there in Saluda County. And they say, well, what have you done for Saluda County? Well, since I've been on the council, I've helped with the fire service, support money for them to get the fire service, get the ISO ratings down. And I think we just went through some ISO ratings and everybody's dropped half on their insurance. Our recreation department has grown tremendously in the last couple of years. We have probably 200 or 300 young kids playing baseball, soccer, everything. Support that. And I'm not a speaker, that's why I get kind of confused up here. But roads and bridges, we're talking about roads again. CTC, Mr. Jones is on CTC, they do a wonderful job. We work with CTC, we work with road ordinance, so they can go out and actually pave roads without having to go with the state specs, which is where a lot of money, I believe, is wasted on the state down there. And, are we there yet? No, we got a long way to go in Saluda County. We're going to start hopefully with animal control. I'd like to see that taken care of. Senior citizens center, we had some issues with that, and I certainly hope that we can start with that. One other thing we've done, of course, since I've been on council, is taking over EMS for the county. We now have 24-hour service down around the lake area, where we have a lot of retired people down there now. So, you know, and it's much more that I have done, and I would love to continue to help Saluda County out. And if you would, please consider me in June, and if things go good in June and November. But the main thing is, please, whatever, get out and vote. The county needs your vote. The state needs your vote. And Lord knows the country needs your vote this time in November. We have got to do something in this country. Thank you.
He's top candidate for shortest speech yet. But the next fellow told me he's going to be even shorter, so we shall see. The second candidate for position of District County Council 4 is Mr. Jones Butler, current CTC chairman for Saluda County.
Good evening. Thank you for the opportunity to speak to y'all tonight. Appreciate y'all coming out. I am Jones Butler. For you to know, I guess the best thing is to tell you who Jones Butler is. I was born and raised in Saluda County. I went to Saluda High School. I went to the Citadel. I was in the National Guard in Saluda County for 8 years. I was raised on a dairy farm. I was married to Annie L. Witt for 42 years before cancer claimed her life last year. We have 3 children. We have an accountant. We have a registered nurse, and we have a veterinarian, and they've given us 7 grandchildren, so we're greatly blessed. I'm a deacon at Good Hope Baptist Church, and I'm the music director. That's scary. but I am. When I was raised on a dairy farm, like I said, but these new creatures, these things came along in the 80s, 70s and 80s that were fascinating. TRS-80, the Apple IIe, things like that. And for some reason, I'm wired like they are. And we were able to get along. And I have been able to talk to computers better than I talk to people sometimes. And I have actually did some consulting work for Apple Computer in Cupertino. They flew me out there to find out how farmers think, because they were trying to sell farmers. But I worked at the Saluda Nursing Center. I actually ran their IT for years, but for 6 years I was on the board. 5 of those years I served as chairman. During my time at the nursing home board, we built the Raleigh unit. As they said, I am almost hard to admit after all that's been said. I'm County Transportation Committee. We're over the roads. That's not something to brag about probably today. What our committee does is 2.66 cents of every gallon of gasoline goes toward roads. That is funneled back to the county. There's a formula. It's not just Saluda County money staying in Saluda. But based on a number of roads, it's a fairly complex formula, how much we get right at $1 million a year to spend on county roads. Well, 25% of that has to go back to state roads, DOT roads, and the other 75. We're talking about expenses on roads. Our committee can go out into the woods, rough out a road, grade it, pave it, paint the lines and everything for roughly $400,000 a mile. DOT can do the same exact job for $1.2 million. And I think our roads hold up just as well, maybe better. So there's a lot going on in the roads. We have gone out to the lake. We've paved roads and subdivisions. We pave roads where we can. Lately, we haven't had many requests, so the last 2 years, we've been working on infrastructure. We spent over $500,000 just replacing old culverts, old metal culverts that had rotted out and things like that. And so we've been trying to get those built back. And we just passed a bill. Well, I led a contract the other day to Satterfield. If you know, the bus parking lot is a disaster at the school. That will be reground. It will be refurbished, and hot asphalt will be put in. That will be done before school starts back. So that's something our committee is doing. But I've been privileged to be on that committee because I get to see county council working, and I think I would be a good fit for county council. I had worked as a computer programmer. I had worked as a network engineer. My last stint in that job was in Philadelphia. I was commuting. And that may sound glorious, but it gets old to get on a U.S. Airways jet on Monday morning. And it's been there so much the stewardesses know your name. So I looked up one day and I said, I need to be back in Saluda County. And so I came home, built those nasty, smelly chicken houses you smell riding up and down the road. And I've been growing chickens for the last 10 years and enjoying it. And I've had more time to spend with the county. I'm a volunteer fireman with the Mason Fire Department. I am a nationally registered EMT. I worked part-time with EMS in Saluda County, and I'm still licensed, so I live about halfway to Greenwood. So sometimes if somebody's in the ambulance and something goes bad and they go into cardiac arrest, I get a call, and I have been known to stand by the road and jump on the ambulance when it went by because they would tone us out. But people of Saluda County are wonderful people. So Saluda is very strange. Saluda is we don't have any industry. Technically, we don't. We do have some, but we're not bustling like a lot of areas because our people don't work here. They work in Newberry, they work in Columbia, Lexington, Augusta, Aiken, Greenwood, and we're a bedroom community for them. And we need more jobs in Saluda County. That's one of the things. The two things I see that we need is more jobs in Saluda County. And like I said, we had a thing the other week. I don't think we need huge businesses coming in here. Winsboro tried that with Mack Truck, and that didn't work. I mean, Saluda can't stand a huge business, but we could stand some 25 and 30 people, mom and pop operations that could come in. I think we could find them an empty building here. And we have enough fiber. You'll be surprised the technology available in Saluda County. We have a 72-strand fiber coming from Greenwood. We have another fiber coming down from toward the lake, down 39, and we have another one coming up from Ridge Spring. The one coming from 39 actually backs up Piedmont Tech. If somebody presses a key on the computer at Piedmont Tech, it's not only stored in Greenwood, it's mirrored in Saluda. We're the full backup for them. We keep their backup all the time. So we've got technology, we've got smart people, but we just need more jobs. And that's something we need to look for, is getting the businesses in here. And the other thing is water. We have plenty of water on the east side of the county. I'm on the west side. Our fire department does not have a single fire hydrant. We have to haul every drop of water we get to a fire. And we have a great fire service in Saluda County. The ratings are very low. As Jacob mentioned, we got really low ISO ratings, but we still need water. That's the biggest thing we need to hurt us. But I appreciate the opportunity to speak to you. Would like for you to support me on the 14th, and I thank you.
We're getting close here. You got that? Come on. Okay. I won't say a word. I'm just going to let you get up here. Probate Judge Brenda Griffith, and she can explain her election situation.
I'm running unopposed. Yay! I'm one of the lucky ones. For those that don't know me, my name is Brenda Griffith, and I am your judge of probate for Saluda County. I have served for the past 8 years as judge, and I love my job. My staff, Melinda Neese and Gail Hogan, is a tremendous asset to my office, and I just thank God for them. For those that do not know, the primary function of probate court is to maintain jurisdictions over decedents' estates. We issue marriage licenses. We also have guardianships and conservatorships for the incapacitated persons. We also do the involuntary commitments for the mentally ill and the chemical dependent persons. So short and sweet, tell all your family and friends to get out and vote in the June primary and the general election. And remember, the future is in your hands. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. You guys need to know the good Republicans that run this place. So, I invited her and she came, and I'm tickled to death. Continuing on that vein, we have the next candidate for coroner, and that is Mr. Chuck Adams.
Woo-hoo.
Thank you. My name is Chuck Adams, and I'm running for coroner. I will not be talking about roads. I'm a lifelong resident of Saluda County. I was born and raised here. My parents were late Everett Adams, and my mother is Isla Adams. I am married to Andrea Adams, who I have been married to since 2004. And together we have 7 children and 4 grandchildren. And we are both attendants and members of Beulah Baptist Church in Leesville, where she is music director and I am on the audio video team. I attended Saluda High School and graduated in '79. I joined the National Guard in 1980, and I served in the National Guard for over 30 years. I also became, in 1990, I became a military technician working full-time with the National Guard, and before I became a supervisor. I retired from both of these positions in 2011. I'm also a member of Midland Fire Department, where I've been there for over 25 years. I'm the representative on the Saluda County Fire Board, and I was elected chairman of the Saluda County Fire Board for the last 2 years. I attended Piedmont Tech, and I became a nationally registered EMT, and I currently work for Saluda County. I say all this to say that I have dedicated my life to service of my country, state, and county. I love this county and willing to do anything to perform the job of coroner. I'm at the point in my life where I can dedicate my entire time to being a coroner. All my attention will be on doing the duties of the coroner. I believe that I make a difference in the office. We have run it a little more efficient, and have a faster response time to the scenes. I also, if I'm elected coroner, would like to set up a contingency plan to be able to train deputy coroners to replace the coroner. There's currently nothing in place at this time to replace the current coroner. I also would like to have be able to get a list of religious leaders that would be willing to come out and talk to people that are not affiliated with any kind of church or religious organization. I would also like to be proactive and work with the sheriff's office and other agencies in teaching the children and all the high school people about the dangers of the drugs and things that they're doing so that they do not become a statistic. I care about this county a lot. I care about the citizens of this county, and I believe that I perform this job with the compassion and all that the citizens of this county deserve. And I thank you for any support that you can give me.
Let's take it on home. Sherry Coleman was here earlier for the meet and greet. Got to talk with the number of you. And she gave me a note I wanted to be sure to tell you about. She has no opposition at all the way home. She is going to become the first clerk of court in the Tri-County area that is a Republican. I can see why. Everybody I talk about Sherry tells me, boy, you getting a good one. A lot of compliments about her. So she had to leave early. She had something she had to get to. And I want to tell her that. I want to thank a number of people that made tonight possible. Tonight was all about you guys. We wanted to give you a forum to meet these folks in person, to listen to why you should vote for them. We're going to follow this up. We have a Facebook page. Saluda County Republican Party has a Facebook page. I'm not going to say it's great because I'm still learning how to do that stuff, but we have one. My Vice Chairman, Marty Jewell, is working on a website for us. By God, one day we're probably going to Twitter. We're getting there, but I mean, you know, I need some young people to help me. I intend, with their permission, to do a full bio on every candidate that was here tonight and the ones that weren't here, so that you and your friends can look, again, a little more leisurely at all their qualifications, so that you can make a good choice in November and in June too. Putting the thing on tonight took a lot of work. Mr. Marty Jewell, and Vice Chairman, did an enormous amount of things. We got handouts, and I just can't think about all the stuff he does. Brenda Griffith is our executive committee person for the party, and she was the greeter. She was here tonight, and I've got some news about her in a few minutes. Brenda does a lot for us. She knows everybody in the state of South Carolina. I don't know how to do it without her. Gary and Judy Sprague, our treasurer and recording secretary, took care of all the wonderful goodies we had over there, and a host of other things for me. That's the party folks. Now, the Historical Society we had partnered with, across the bottom of that sign, we very deliberately put that on there as part of our early steps to work with the Historical Society. We're going to be doing a lot of things with them. We have another event planned for August the 30th. We have Congressman Jeff Duncan coming for that one. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet, but it's probably going to be at one of the Historical Society's properties and go outdoors, because that's a nice time of year to go outdoors. So keep that in mind. We'll post it to our Facebook page. Tommy, are you up there? There you go. That's our sound and light man. Boy, is he good. Everybody talks about the acoustics of this theater, how wonderful it is, and it's absolutely right. I could hear a pin drop in the back of this place earlier this morning. It was terrific. John Owens, y'all still here? There you go. Hey. This is a smart guy here. He's the one that taught me and Marty how to do Facebook. And that took a heck of a lot of work. He and his team at the state headquarters are working to bring us into the modern age with reach out to the voters, and his assistant set everything up. This will be recorded, and I will be posting links to the Facebook page, so if anyone didn't get to come, you want to share it with them, you can go see it that way. The Hendricks family from the Historical Society just went over and